Good morning, caregivers. Are you an aging parent worried that your adult children are becoming impatient with you? One lady told me last week that she thought, or she felt that her kids thought that she was just a pain. Are you a caregiver who every time the phone rings, you're thinking, oh, it's my parents and they're going to want something? Do you want to make it better? The caregiving tip of the day is compassion. What we don't realize is that we have so much more in common with other people than we think, and caregiving is the perfect example. I always say it's a two-way street. I'm Pamela Wilson. I solve caregiving problems. For the past 20 years, I've helped caregivers and aging parents solve caregiving problems and caregiving emergencies, and I'm here to help. Today, we'll talk about compassion. Compassion is the ability to empathize with someone else, to understand how somebody's feeling on any given day. And as a caregiver, it's easy to lack compassion. We have so many things going on. We have a long to-do list. We may need to call doctors today for appointments. We may have to take a parent to a doctor appointment. If you're the aging parent, it may be also difficult to be compassionate. Maybe the pharmacy messed up your medications, or the doctor called to cancel your appointment, and you really, really needed to get in today. So we become less compassionate with other people in a caregiving situation, but also less compassionate with each other. And I'll share a story about this. It's about my book, The Caregiving Trap, and how I actually came up with the name. Adult clients of mine would say, oh, Pamela, I feel so trapped. I'm trapped by needing care, trapped by being older, trapped by not being able to get out of the house. I can't drive anymore. I don't feel well. This whole golden retirement thing is horrible. And the caregivers, on the other hand, would say to me, they'd say, Pamela, I am so tired of the 10 phone calls a day that I get from my aging parents. I'm so tired of having to go to doctor appointments, pick up prescriptions. I'm over there every night of the week, plus on the weekends. There's no time for me, and there's no time for my family, and my family is getting angry with me because of all the needs of my aging parent. So the caregiving trap is a two-way street. It's stress felt by the caregivers, but also all the anxiety of aging parents who worry about, will my kids provide care? Or who is going to take care of me? It's a huge challenge. And I've had these challenges over the year with my clients. And what I can tell you is in the past 20 years, my clients who have been the most difficult, the most challenging, were actually the best lessons for me. They were puzzles because I couldn't figure out at the beginning what was wrong or what was going on. And in many of these situations, it was the emotional situation of the relationships between family members. So maybe years ago, something happened with the kids, and that snub on the nose never went away. Or maybe, the kids did something to the aging parent, like not showing up for a visit, and the aging parent could never forget that. I have had clients tell me all kinds of stories about family situations. And with caregiving, family is important because many times family is the main caregiver. And what I do is I help caregivers and care receivers find ways to be more compassionate with each other, find more ways to get along. And one of those ways is an offer at a website called thecaregivinggap.com. If you go here, you'll see another video of me talking about secrets to caregiving success. How do you get along better with an aging parent? How do you notice if an aging parent has dementia? How do you manage assisted living? There's all kinds of glitches that come up in caregiving situations. And if you're a caregiver, it's difficult to know what to do. Aging parents worry about whether their children can provide enough help and whether they're skilled enough to provide help. The help available at thecaregivinggap.com is access to my free caregiving library. There are 20 videos, a mini video series that you will receive. And if you're interested, you can also receive a copy of my book, The Caregiving Trap, for free. You pay shipping and handling. I'm Pamela Wilson. For the past 20 years, I've solved caregiving problems, helping aging parents, older adults, caregivers through all the crazy situations that caregiving involves. Because as we know in caregiving, what we don't know is what gets us into trouble. Be compassionate today. Be more patient with a loved one, with a coworker, with everyone in your life. You'll be surprised how being more compassionate reduces your stress and your anxiety, and you'll have a better day. Have a great day, caregivers, aging parents, loved ones. Love to all of you. I'm Pamela Wilson.